Collins. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. To pass, Flacco. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a give to Collins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Jonathan Stewart, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. The offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On second down, they run with Stewart. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Giants on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
On third down, Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Flacco. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Collins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. One last gasp for Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. But Charles, it's great